So this is the Chapter 2 review. I'm going to just go through and solve the problems. You can go through and work ahead these problems on your own and check your work, or you can work along with me. So the first 7 want me to write the sentences in inequality. So this one says that number x plus 10 is more than 2. So that's greater than 2. Number 2 says 12 is no less than. So that means it is greater than, because no means the opposite. So it's opposite than less than. And the sum of a number n and 13, sum means add. Number 3, it says 1/2 of a number p, so 1/2 p, is at least 100. At least means greater than or equal to 100. Number 4 says 6 is greater than or equal to the quotient of a number. So I have a lot of greater than or equal to for some reason. Quotient of a number y, so that means divide, and 2.5. Okay? Because number 5 says and, it's going to be put in the middle. So the 3 goes on the left and the 5 goes on the right. The x goes in the middle. It's just less than 5 and greater than 3. Number 6 says or, so I'm going to have the word or in my inequality. I have m is less than -3, or m is greater than or equal to 1. Number 7, it says or again, so I'm going to have or in my thing. S is at least, so at least is greater than or equal to -2, or S is less than -6. Number 8 through 11 wants me to just graph the inequality. I always want to make sure that I have my variable on the left side of the equation. So I write the variable on the left side and the number on the right, and then I take the inequality and I flip the directions when I flip the side the letter is on. So now I have k is less than -2. I'm going to go ahead and label my number line. It's less than or equal to, so it gets a solid line. And then my arrow head is going to point the same way as the inequality, so it's going to go to the left. Same thing on number 9, I want to flip the side f is on. So now f is greater than -4. I'm going to go ahead and label my number line. Open circle, because it has no line underneath. And then this one goes to the right. Number 10, I want to get the y by itself, so I'm going to divide by -1 on both sides. I have y. When I divide or multiply by a negative number, I switch the direction the sign faces, so it's going to be greater than, and it's going to turn to -3. This one is just a regular inequality, so it's an open circle, and this one goes to the right. This one, I just need to flip the side it's on, so j is less than or equal to 1/3. So 0, 1/3, 2/3. Solid circle because it's got the line underneath, and then left because it's less than. Number 12 wants me to write and solve the inequality for A, and then decide for B if I should purchase another item. So I want to know the shoes cost $69.95, and I'm spending some amount, so I'm going to use X for the extra, and if it's greater than or equal to $75, I get the free shipping. So there is my inequality, and I'm going to go ahead and solve it. So I'm going to subtract $69.95 from both sides. 95. Go ahead and use my calculator. So 75 minus $69.95. The answer is on the screen. 505. X is greater than or equal to 505. So if I spend at least $5.05, I will get the free shipping. The cost of shipping my shoes is $7.79. It's asking if I would want to purchase another item in order to get the free shipping. My answer would be yes, if the amount is between $5.05 and $7.79. And this is just because, hold on, I even say something different. This is because anything that's like, if it's $6 more than, like, so like socks, I get the free shipping, and I don't have to spend more than $75 to get the free socks. So it's like getting something for free. Okay. Moving on. This one is talking about having money in my checking account. It says I have to have at least $50. I currently have $280. I guess every week I keep taking out $20. So I want me to write the inequality. So I have 280 minus 20x is greater than or equal to 50. I can't go below the 50, but I can be exactly at 50. And then the reason I have 20x is because every time I take a bill out, it's $20. So then it wants me to solve it. We start by subtracting 280 on both sides. I get negative 20x greater than or equal to negative 230. I divide by negative 20. I get x is greater than or equal to, I'm going to divide here, negative 230 divided by negative 20 gives me 11.5. I cannot take out half a $20 bill because apparently this ATM only lets me take out 20s. So what I can do is I can take out, it has to be greater than or equal to this, so I can take out no more than 12 bills. Oh, and I divided, so this side should switch. Okay. Then I actually wanted this one, because I can't go over the amount I have. It charges me a fee of $250, and it wants me to represent a new inequality. So this time I still have the $280. I'm subtracting $20 every time I have a bill. And then I'm also subtracting $250 every time I have the bill taken out. And it still needs to be greater than or equal to 50. So I'm going to combine like terms. I have minus 2250x is greater than 50. I'm going to subtract the 280. Which gives me negative 22.5x greater than or equal to negative 230. And I'm going to go ahead and divide by negative 22.5. $10.22. So x is less than 10.22. So this one is still the same amount of dollars. Oh, actually, no. That's bills. That's not the same. So this one is x is less than or equal to 10. Because I can't take out more than 10. Moving on, wants me to solve and graph each inequality. So number 14, I'm going to start by subtracting 6 on both sides. I have w is less than or equal to negative 4. Go ahead, number line. This one gets a closed circle, and it goes to the left. 15, I want to go ahead and add 3 to both sides. I get m is greater than negative 3. Open circle to the right. On number 16, I want to combine like terms before moving on. 3 minus 11 is negative 8, plus t is greater than negative 2. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. T is greater than 6. Open circle to the right. On number 17, I also combine like terms. I have negative 9c and 10c, so it's going to give me just a c. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms here. So I'm going to subtract 22 on both sides. I get c is, that's an ugly c, less than negative 16. Open circle to the left. Number 18, I'm going to start off by dividing both sides by 8. I get 7 is less than or equal to b. I always want my letter on the left side, so I'm going to move the b, flip the sign, and get 7. So I go ahead, remember my number line. 7 gets a closed circle, and then it goes to the right because it's greater. I should have been boxing my answers all the time. Okay. Number 19, I want to go ahead and divide both sides by 7. Negative 14 divided by 7 is negative 2. The sign does not flip because the 7 was positive. And then I have t. I do want to flip the inequality, however, to make t be on the left side. So if t is greater than negative 2. Open circle, to the right. Number 20, I'm not on 22 yet. I want to get rid of division. Fractions are division. So opposite of dividing is multiplying by 2. So I have x is less than or equal to 3.4. Open, nope, close circle, and to the left. Number 21, I'm dividing by a negative 6. So I get positive 3, sign flips, and then u. I want to write my variable on the left side, so now it's nope. Sign flips, and I put u is less than 3. So I have my number line. Open circle, to the left. Number 22, it's a fraction, so that means division. I want to undo it. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 2. I get n is, because the 2 is negative, I flip the sign, greater than negative 6. Go ahead, number my number line, open circle, and to the right. Number 23, same thing. I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 3. My w stays the same. My sign flips. Negative 3 times positive 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Number my number line. Open circle, to the left. Number 24, I want to isolate my variable, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides. 6 plus 4 is 10. That's negative 5t. Then I divide both sides by negative 5. I have negative 2, sign flips because I divided by a negative, t. And then I also want to write it so my variable's on the left, so I have t is less than negative 2. I'll number my number line, and open circle to the left for less than. Number 25, I want to start by subtracting 2 on both sides. I have m over 4 is less than 1. Get rid of fractions, I need to multiply. So I multiply both sides by 4. I get m is less than 4. Number line, open circle, and to the left. That's the next one. Okay. I have variables on both sides, and I need to combine on the right side. So I am going to start by combining like terms on the right side. I have 4k minus 6 is less than 4k minus 1. Go ahead and add my 6's to both sides. I have 4k is less than 4k plus 5. Subtract my 4k's. And then I have 0 is less than 5. Since this will always be true, 0 will always be less than 5, my answer here is going to be all real numbers. I can't graph this, I just write the phrase. On number 27, I want to distribute the 6, so I have 24 is greater than or equal to 6w minus 12. I have the 12 to both sides. I have 36 is greater than or equal to 6w. Divide by 6. 6 is greater than or equal to w. Oops. I want to rewrite it so the w is on the left. So w is less than or equal to 6. Go ahead, label, fill in the circle because it's equal to, goes to the left because it's less than. 28, I want to combine like terms on the right side. So 10 minus 3 is 7, h plus 6, greater than or equal to 11 plus 7h. I'm going to subtract my 7h's on both sides. And I'm left with 6 is greater than or equal to 11. 6 will never be more than 11, so my answer here is no solution. Okay. On number 29, I want to go ahead and distribute on both sides of the inequality, so I can go ahead and solve. So 6 times t is 6t, 6 times negative 1 is minus 6, less than or equal to. distribute, I get 6t minus 10. I'm going to subtract 6t on both sides. I have negative 6 is less than or equal to negative 10. Remember with negative numbers, the smaller the actual number is, the bigger, or like the more value it has. So negative 6 is actually worth more than negative 10. So this one is actually, again, no solution. Okay. Number 30 is a compound inequality. I want to go ahead and subtract 4 from all three pieces. I have negative 1 is less than x is less than 6. I'm going to go ahead and number my number line. They both get open circles, and because the x is in the middle, the line goes in the middle. Number 31, I want to divide by negative 5 on all three pieces. Turns into negative 3. Sign flips, so it turns into less than. T less than or equal to 2. I number my number line. Open circle on the 3, solid circle on the 2. And then because t is in the middle, I connect them. Number 32, I'm going to start by subtracting 8 on all three pieces. I get negative 12, it's greater than or equal to negative 4q, greater than or equal to negative 20. I go ahead and divide all three pieces by negative 4. I'm dividing by a negative, so that turns into a positive 3, but it flips the sign. So 3 is less than or equal to q, is less than or equal to 5. Q's in the middle. So when I go ahead and graph these, they both get solid circles because of the equal to, and the line goes in between. Number 33 has an OR, so I'm going to solve these two separately and then graph them on the same graph. I start off by subtracting 7 on both sides. H is less than negative 2. On the second one, I divide by negative 9. I have H, the sign flips, and then 5. So H is greater than 5. They both are just greater than and equal to, so no line underneath, and then they point away because it said OR. Okay, number 34 is an OR as well, so I just solve them separately. Start by subtracting 4 on the first one. I have negative 15 is less than, is greater than m. I flip this around so m is on the left, m is less than negative 15. On the second one, I divide by 2, m is greater than or equal to negative 8. So go ahead, number line 8, label my number line. Negative 8 gets a solid circle because it has the equals to, and 15 gets an open circle because it has an outline. 35, I'm going to go ahead and solve again. I subtract 2, 3w is less than 3, divided by 3, w is less than 1. Second one, I add 8 to both sides. I have the negative w is less than or equal to 10. Divide by negative 1. W is greater than or equal to negative 10. Off the screen. So I'll go ahead and label my number line. Okay. Notice, I have greater than or equal to 10. That goes to the right. And I have less than 1. So this one actually connects. So when I go ahead and write my answer, I want to write it where W is in the middle. Moving on. Almost done. There's only 6 more to go. I'm solving absolute value ones on the back. So what I want to do here is, remember, absolute values, I have one that just removes the symbol. And then I have a second set that flips the sign of the inequality and changes the number to a negative. So I have x is x is less than 4, so that gets an open circle, and x is greater than negative 4. That's an open circle. These ones actually connect in between, so I'm going to say negative 4 is less than x is less than 4. Number 37 works the same way. I have y is greater than or equal to 3.5, and then y is less than or equal to negative 3.5. I'm going to put these both on the number line. Positive 3.5 gets a solid circle, negative 3.5 gets a solid circle. These ones actually face away when I go to graph them, so I put 4 in between, and that's my answer for the quiz. Okay. On number 38, I set up my two inequalities. I have k plus 8 is greater than 2, and k plus 8 is less than negative 2. I solve them, I subtract 8 on both sides. K is greater than 6. On the second one, I subtract 8. I have k is less than negative 10. So I got number 8 equals, I should have spaced it out more. Open circles for both. Greater than 6 goes to the right, less than negative 10 goes to the left, so they get an or in between for my answer. Number 39, I'm going to split into 2. I have y minus 4 is less than or equal to 8. And y minus 4 is greater than or equal to negative 8. Add 4 to both sides. Y is less than or equal to 12. And then add 4 to both sides. Y is greater than negative 4. Yes. 12 gets a solid circle. Negative 4 also gets a solid circle. This one is less than or equal to 12, so that goes to the left, and the 4 is greater than or equal to, so that one goes to the right, which means these two will connect. I also, since they connected, I want to write my inequality with the y in the middle. Okay. On number 40, I want to just split it up again. Oh wait, actually no. Notice how it says it's greater than or equal to negative 2? Remember, absolute values are always positive numbers. So no matter what I plug in, I'm always going to get a positive number out. This means all real solutions. So I can plug in anything and it will always work. Okay. Number 41, I want to split up into 2. I have 3c plus 4 is greater than 7. 3c minus 4 is less than negative 7. I subtract 4 over here. 3c is greater than 3. Divide by 3. C is greater than 1. Over here I add 4. Nope, subtract 4. I just put this wrong. So this should bring it plus 4. Subtract. I have 3c is less than negative 11. Divide by 3. C is less than negative 11 thirds. I'm just going to put this here. Less than a negative 11 thirds goes here. Greater than 1 goes here. So I'm just going to write this because I did not make myself enough room. C is less than negative 11 thirds, or C is greater than 1. And that is it for this.